Okay, friends, for the next part of our lesson today, we're going to look at something pretty cool, and that is this image right here down below the video that we just watched about the baby sea turtles. This is a really cool map. Now, if you look close, you might notice something that kind of sticks out right here in the very center. This is actually a sea turtle, and these are not a bunch of googly eyes all over the screen. They're actually a path that this very sea turtle took and swam all over the ocean. It's pretty cool, huh? It's called a sea turtle tracker. And what you can do is you'll be able to click on this image right here, and you're going to view different turtles' tracking patterns. So let's go ahead and do that right now, just so I can show you what it looks like. Once you are ready, you'll click right here on this image, and that'll take you to the Sea Turtle Tracker page. You can look at all the different active sea turtles that right now that this sea turtle conservation is tracking in live time. So the path that you just looked at was Ariel, the sea turtle. Ariel's an adult female loggerhead sea turtle released with a satellite transmitter on July 27th, 2019 from south of the Archie Carr National Wildlife Refuge in Florida. She measured 87.8 centimeters curved, which is her shell, and the length of 81.2 centimeters curved with her width. Ariel took part in the 2019 Tour de Turtles and was named by her sponsors, Disney's Animal Science and Environment and Disney's Virgo Beach Resort. Now, if you want to learn more about Ariel, you can look at her migration map right here. You can click on this link, which is exactly what we are looking at on our Canvas page. So let's take a look at that now. The interesting thing is if you click on these dots, which I clicked on one earlier today, and it actually gave me, so this one says, this is exactly where Ariel was on February 13th, 2020. And this is where Ariel was on April 26, 2020. Here's her current location right now on May 6th, 2020, which is actually today, which is pretty cool. So if you zoom out, you can continue to kind of keep clicking on all of these. Look, all the way over here, March 6th, 2020. So she was here and then swam over here. It's pretty cool, huh? If you zoom out, you can get an idea. Look at all the area that she's just been swimming around in over the last few months or so. This is amazing. And it makes me wonder, and see, some of these are in 2019, but right here, it was September 9th of 2019. If we zoom out even a little bit more, here's another dot. Look at this long stretch that it took her to swim from September 8th, 2019 to September 9th. She swam for an entire day. If we still back out even further, we start to notice even more of her patterns. Here is the shape of the state, Florida. Now, if you come all the way back over here, if August 1st, 2019, if you remember in her biography about her, they released her, I believe it said in July of 2019. So from July 2019, she decided to swim all the way around the edge of Florida. This is amazing. And now she's kind of hovering in this location. It makes me wonder if she's getting ready to go to the beaches over here in Florida and nest. She could settle along Boca Raton. She could come in here on one of these little islands and lay her eggs. Or maybe it's possible she'll start to make her way back to the very beach that she started off at on the other side of Florida. It would be very, very interesting and fascinating to see what happens. But in the meantime, here's kind of where she's been tracked. What I would like for you to do is on this page, the Turtle Tracker page, I want you to pick a sea turtle today. And I want you to look at their tracking patterns. So it could be Bordy. This is an adult female loggerhead sea turtle who was released in June 19th of 2018. Wow, I wonder exactly where she's gone. It shows that her last location update was about an hour ago. She's traveled 2,659 miles. That's a lot of miles. This one might be really interesting to look at. I might have to click on that before this video is over. But we have Caroline. She's another adult female turtle. Euphoria. Another female sea turtle. Kirby is an adult male loggerhead. This is kind of cool. And let's see, when he January of 2019. He was rescued and had a T-shaped wound on his head. I wonder how that happened. Maybe a boat, perhaps? That's kind of cool. And look, 2,129 miles. And a lot of these are not just in Florida. They're in also other areas of the world. So when you go to click on them, I want you to kind of look to see if you can determine where they are located around the world. This one's name is Mojito. And this is Mr. T. He's a male adult loggerhead. Some pretty cool stuff. This one, it has a red light because it's taken at night. They're using special night cameras so that they don't disturb the sea turtles. And we're going to talk a little bit more about that tomorrow as well. But pretty fascinating. So go ahead and find one that looks interesting to you. And see, I want you to click on it and see if you can learn more about their migration map. What do you notice and what do you wonder? And then I want you to share that with us on Seesaw today. Make sure you say the name of your turtle. So this one's name is Ursula. So if you say, I looked at Ursula's and I noticed that she was, let's click on hers. Hers was also updated an hour ago. We're going to look at a couple other turtles they've lost track of, but wow, here she is right here. Here's her current location. And if we zoom out, look at this amazing patterns. Oh my goodness. Where is this even located? I don't even know. This is amazing. Wow, looks like she came near this island and she kind of moves around in this location. So interesting. Oh, she's located kind of over near the Bahamas. And if we follow her pattern all the way up by tracking where she first started, look how many miles she swam. This is insane. Oh, look at this. She's also started in the same place that the other turtle started over here in Virgo Beach. Back in July 28th of 2019, I wonder if this turtle was a part of the same turtles that Ariel was part of, because that would be around the same time frame. Wow, and she went off in a completely different direction, didn't she? Look at that. The Ariel went around Florida to the other side, but this turtle went way out into the oceans over here, and she kind of hovered around in this set of islands. So fascinating. Okay, I'm going to go back to the active tracker at the top. You can look at some other sea turtles if you're very interested. And you'll also notice at the very bottom of this page, and this makes me wonder a lot of things because I noticed down here, I think we saw one. Okay, this Vita is an adult female green sea turtles, and green sea turtles are some of the most endangered sea turtles that there are. In fact, I don't want to misquote this, but I don't think they're extinct necessarily just yet, but they are definitely very endangered. And look, her last location updated was 96 hours ago. So she's still alive. Let's take a look at her tracking. Wow, check this out. And look, she's actually on land. So this makes me wonder if she is getting ready to nest. Or are all of these little dots right here, are these also nesting dots? So April 26th, and then she came back again, April 30th, April 28th. Wow. And then here she is right now. I would love to know if she's actually laying her eggs. But again, if we zoom out and take a look at kind of her travels. Wow, look at this. This is amazing. This is over near the Dominican Republic. I wonder if this turtle also came from Florida. No, she came from Costa Rica. So Costa Rica, and she's swam all the way across the Caribbean Sea, and she's over here in the Dominican Republic. So fascinating. It really just makes me wonder, what's up with these sea turtles? Okay, so one thing I wanted to bring your attention to, which is what I was doing before I clicked on this sea turtle, is that there's some sea turtles that they are no longer tracking, and that makes me have lots of questions. I would love to know if you also have some questions as well. Let's look down here. Go all the way down to the bottom of the page. It says current turtles are no longer transmitting. That means something has happened to their transmission. So that makes me really curious to know, did the transmission fall off? Were they hit by a boat? Were they poached, which means were they killed? So cool. So I want you to go ahead and let's check out this one really quick. Jujube, an adult female leatherback. Leatherbacks are the largest sea turtles. Wow, look at this. This is amazing. And let's see, her last traction was on February 14th, Valentine's Day, 2020. Ugh, it just makes you wonder. Look at all this travel. So fascinating, so interesting. Makes me wonder if she was on her way back at all to her location down here, or if she was headed over to Mexico. Oh, wow, look, she's even traveled this way too. So I wonder where she originated from, if it was down here. Yup. So maybe she was making her way back. But very, very fascinating. Time tracked 265 days they tracked. So go ahead and check that out. And then what I want you to do is go to Seesaw and let us know what are some things you noticed and what are some things you wondered about the sea turtle that you picked. Don't forget to share your sea turtle's name with us too. If you want to take a picture of your sea turtle, if you want to click on your sea turtle and take a picture of your sea turtle, you can as well. All right, guys, go ahead and get started. I can't wait to hear all the amazing things that you found out about sea turtle tracking.